This just in from Colonial 13 News. The Declaration of Independence is currently being signed. We are going live to Amanda and Jesse at Independence Hall.
Thank you, Kristen. We are in front of Independence Hall with the delegate who signed the Declaration of Independence. What was it like, Mr. Franklin, working on the document, and why did you sign it? And how does it feel knowing you are free from Great Britain?
Well, working on the Declaration of Independence has been a life-changing experience for me. I signed it for what I believe in, to get away from Great Britain and King George III, which was remarkable. King George taxed our tea, sugar, and our stamps without our consent. We just needed to be free and independent. Being that I'm 70 years and one of the elderliest person that signed the document, it is an amazing feeling to witness the separation of our countries.
That was truly inspiring. Thank you, Mr. Franklin, for sharing your views about the document. And now back to Daniela with further information about how the Declaration of Independence came to be.
Thank you, Jesse. The Declaration of Independence has been signed today, July 4th, 1776. This is the 13 colonies' way to be officially separated from Great Britain and King George III. It took several weeks to write this document by hand, but today, 56 men came together to sign the Declaration of Independence. And now to Amanda on the field.
I am with the man who had handwritten the document by hand himself, Mr. Thomas Jefferson. Mr. Jefferson, how do you express your beliefs on the independence from Britain?
Well, we all had the same beliefs, and that was to be free and independent. Great Britain has ruled us long enough, and we couldn't stand it anymore. I wrote the document to express my views and complain to King George III about the taxes and wars and agony they're putting us through.
And how do you think King George is going to react when he finds out about the separation and the freedom?
I think he will be startled about the document, but I have a feeling he started to see it coming. From the Continental Congress formed and the Declaration of Rights and the Olive Branch petition we sent to King George, he had to have known that this would happen soon.
I'm sure you feel relieved and proud.
I do, but most importantly, I'm proud about my 55 fellow delegates who helped me create this document.
Thank you, Mr. Jefferson. And now back to Jesse.
I'm here with the loyalist, Mr. Abbott from Great Britain. How do you feel about the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the freedom from Britain?
I think these so-called United States of America are not thinking straight. King George is a wonderful king, and they should be thankful they have somebody to look after them.
What are you going to do now when you get back to Britain?
I'm not going anywhere. America should start a new and a different war. And this time, they're not going to fight. They're going to fight their own battles.
Do you think that Great Britain will regain control and the Americans will cave in again?
I think so. We are more powerful and stronger than they are. They don't know what the Huns have got into.
Well, thank you, Mr. Abbott. Amanda?
Thank you, Jesse. This is a picture of the United States. Mr. Adams, can you please describe how you felt when you found out you were free from British control?
I felt like I was on top of the world. It proved to the British that we have our own country to fight for.
Do you think that there will be wars between Britain and America?
Of course there will be wars between Britain and America, just like there will be wars between other countries. Countries will always be unhappy about what other nations are doing.
Well said, Mr. Adams. Thank you. Back to you, Kristen and Daniela.
That's all for tonight on Colonial 13 News. The 13 colonies are free and independent. Hopefully King George III will think twice about ignoring the colonists. Well, Kristen, we have a country now. The United States of America is born. Aren't thinking straight. King George is a marvelous king. And that the Americans should be grateful that they have somebody that take care of them. Yeah.
What are you going to do? I am here with the loyalist, Mr. Abbott from Great Britain. How do you feel about the signing of the Declaration of Independence and
so-called United States of America are not thinking straight. King George is one of the best kings we ever had. I don't remember the rest. They should be thankful that they have somebody to take care of them and watch their backs of the Indians.
The Indians?
Thankful that they have somebody to look back. Thankful for them. Thankful for the United States of America is not thinking straight. King George is a wonderful joke.
Do that. There will be wars between other countries. Countries will always be happy. Unhappy, not happy. Yeah, there's a war. Yay!
You still talking to British accent?
Between Britain and America, just like there will be wars between other countries. Countries will always be unhappy.